YouTube, what's happening? It is Sunday, March 30th, and we have more baseball that we're going to talk about today. I think we have was it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 games on the slate that we're going to break down, and we're going to try to do it quick. We need to speed these videos up. We can't make these 45 minutes long. We need like 20-ish minutes, so we're going to move fast through each game. But first, a little recap of yesterday. Here's all the plays we took. Yankees obviously absolutely dominated. Cannon hit the 5Ks. Ryan hit the 5Ks. Toronto got the ass kicked. Philly whooped ass. Under 8.5 hit. They had 7. Only had 3Ks. Arrighetti only gave up a hit. Arizona lost. Dodgers crushed. So you see how we did there. If you want the plays typed out or access to the spreadsheets, so you can do their own research whenever they're ready. Baseball will be ready as you see any 5 and 10 games. Other than that, for all sports, all you got to do is go to HQ. Simple as that. So we have these 13 games. We're going to stop wasting time. Let's jump to that first game right now. All right, first game on my schedule is going to be Philadelphia and Washington. And we can currently see it is 158 for Philly with an 8.5 total. Pop over here. We're going to look straight at the pitchers. We got Mitchell Parker going up against Aaron Nola. So, Ron, let's look and see how these two have been up to. Parker historically versus Phillies last year, all that fun stuff. So Parker 7-10 last year, 4.29 ERA. Philly, we can see how they do against lefties. They do pretty well. You can see the numbers there. Against Parker, they have also done pretty well. A couple of home runs hit, pretty green average, and it's only one game, but it was a damn good game they had against them. So that's already looking good. So those are the numbers there. Then we swap over to Nola versus Washington. Nola 14-8. You can see he has a 3-0 career record with a 1.85 against Washington. He likes facing them. Against them, you can see Washington versus righties, how they done, and Washington versus Nola. Not the best. Little success down here with Wood and Young, but everybody else is kind of So far, leaning Philly money line pretty heavily. Let's go to the props now, see what we have. Nola, I'm going to show you all the props here. Earn runs, strikeouts. Strikeouts is pretty good. You can go hits. So far, I'm still liking Philly on the money line more than anything, but you could take all these head-to-head against them last 4 games. You can see he didn't hit the number because 5.5, but then he hit last time. If we pop over to Mitchell, Mitchell hits. You can see what he's done his last 10 outings. And then we go walks, earn runs. I don't know why walks isn't loaded. That's weird. Strikeouts, obviously a main one. Pretty good on the strikeouts except for one game. Let's see, head-to-head. He only had Philly once last year, and you can see he has 6 strikeouts. Pretty good. So for me personally, we're keeping it real simple today. I'm taking Philly on the money line, and we're moving to the next game. All right, game 2 is going to be Milwaukee and New York. And you see the Yankees were 140, especially after that ass whooping. It was 20-9. What a game yesterday. 8.5. That is... Ooh, all right, let's go to props. See what we got pitching today. We got Stroh going out there for the Yanks. You can see, who we have over here. We got Aaron going out there for Milwaukee. Let's dig a little deeper, shall we? Stroh, a 10-9 last year, 4.31. Milwaukee versus righties. You can see how they do. You can see how they've done against Stroman since 2018. They haven't done well against Stroman. Stroman's been 0.59 against Hoskins. He's been actually cooking the Brewer players. That is actually impressive. I didn't think he'd be that good, but yeah, good deal. Then we flip it over so we can see the inverse. We got Aaron 8.9, 4.36 last year against righties. Well, it doesn't matter because the Yankees were raking against anybody they wanted to yesterday. But, there's always that saying that when the team pops off for that many, kind of fade the next day because they might have used all their energy. We'll see how that works, but the numbers are not the best here. Look, some of these numbers, there's nothing really standing. There's no 300s. There's barely a 268, and that's career. That's against righties. Then you look against Aaron for his career, 2 for 3 for 2 for 3, both have home runs, and then a bunch of overs. Judge is only 4 for 16, but with nothing going on. So I don't like the Yankees here, to be honest. I don't like them. I mean, I lean them, yes, because mainly I lean Stroh, but I think it's going to be a Stroh prop today. I think he's going to do well. Not his hits. He gives up a lot of damn hits. Against Milwaukee last time, he gave up 6. But strikeouts, he had 3.5. He had 4 last time. His last 10 on strikeouts is all over the place. Man, I might still take. I mean, he looks good against them, but I don't know if I can take this. I can't touch this. I don't know. Can I take Savale anything? Anything on his props is look. Earn runs, he is all over the place, up and down. Head to head against, he had 5 last time he faced when he was with Tampa last year. He had 5. Strikeouts, no. Earn runs, no. Earn runs? No. I don't like anything here. So for me personally, I'm going to pass on this one. Move on to the next game. All right, we got Baltimore, Toronto. I'm 0 for 3 on this, picking this winner. And every time the other team is just getting their ass kicked. So let's see. 4 times the charm, right, baby? That's right. Exactly. Let's get to it. It is 126 Toronto with an over-under of 9. And the over is hit like all 3 times. I noticed that too. So let's go to props to see who's pitching. Oh, Basset Hound himself versus who is it going out there? Tomoyuki Sugano. He ain't even got no props. All right, that's a fun one. Okay, all we can look at is Bassett, which is fine. Well, maybe we can. Bassett, 10 and 14 last year, 4.16 ERA. Baltimore versus righties, you can see how they've done. Baltimore versus Bassett, you can see they've done quite well. O'Hearn has a 455 with a home run. Urias has a 500, but only 6 at bats. Anything stand out? O'Neill's got a 071 and 14 at bats. That stands out in a bad way. Yeah, you can see everything here. Yeah, nothing's truly standing out. Not even home runs standing out. Okay. Can we flip? Can we see the other side? We can see Sagano. Nice. Obviously, Sagano has no data, but we can see how Toronto does against righties, and they are this year's Padres. So from last year, them, the Padres, and there are one other team. They all love facing righties. Everybody's green. So I had a thing last year. I would fade the new pitcher, and I think Sagano qualifies as a new pitcher. So I think we might fade, which means we're going Toronto, which means you probably should fade and go the other way because I'm over 3 on the series. This series has been hard to predict. So I'm going to go with Toronto on the money line, probably, unless Bassett has a good prop we can look at. Let's see. No strikeouts. Oh, no. He's hit 2 in his last. Oh, hell no. No. I'm good. I'm good on that. Aaron runs, not bad. I need Bassett to be good. So we're taking Toronto money line. We're going right back to it. Is it going in the parlay? Hell no. Hell no. Toronto's 126. They're going to be a solo money line next. All right, next up we have San Fran and Cincy. It is San Fran's slight favorite at 118. 8.5 is our total. So the pitchers. Let's go. Nick Martinez versus Robbie Ray. Let's take a little deeper dive, shall we? Martinez, 10-7, 3.10 ERA. Giants versus righties. You can see how they did. They love them some lefties, but they're not bad against righties. We know. I mean, come on. San Fran's a little weird. They're a little weird, but they're red as compared basically because the other side's way better. Against Nick Martinez in his career, you can see 1 for 3, 2 for 8. We got a home run here, home run here. Fitzgerald's 1 for 2 with a home run. 0 for 11 for Yastrzemski. Bro, you guys to get good. Flores 0. That's not good. That's not good. Not the best. Let's flop size. Floop and floop. Robbie Ray 3-2, 4.7. Cincy abysmal versus lefties. Nothing new. Just this is what they did all last year. They were absolute garbage against lefties. That's what they do. They're one of the worst teams at it. I think they have it's the same dudes. They're not going to get better in a season just like that. So yeah, they're going to continue to be bad against lefties. Robbie Ray is a lefty. Look how they've done historically. Not good. So I'm leaning San Francisco. Let's see. Robbie Ray. Let's see. Last 5 games. Because we don't have a last 10 for him. Well, 24, we have, how many games he pitched? 7? He pitched 7 games last year. This is how he did. Pretty good outside of 2 games where he got a little rocked against Oakland of all teams. Oakland, yeah, that team. And then Atlanta got him. So let's look at his strikeouts. Let's look at his hits. That's it. Yeah, I don't like his props. Let's go back to Nick. What you got, buddy? Your 2024 was like so. You had that many strikeouts, kind of low. 4.3. You had a little pop off for a minute, but I don't trust that. Hits, you got better. Look at that progression. That is good progression. And earned runs. Yeah. I'm going with the fact that San Fran, since he struggles with lefties, that's the main thing we're going with. There's some easy things I'm going with. I'm taking common sense. San Fran money line next. Man, I'm excited for this one. Okay, Rockies, Rays. Not because I'm living in Tampa and everything, but it's just because there's a play in here I love. It is Tampa 200 for 200, huh? 8.5 is our total. Let's go with the pitchers. One of my favorite props from last year's here. Taj Bradley hits. This man was a legitimate Cy Young contender to start the season. Look at these numbers. He was amazing when it came to earned runs, strikeouts, everything. And then something happened here where he became from one of the top 5 to one of the bottom 5 pitchers in the league, just overnight. Something happened. I don't know. But yeah, dude got horrible for a while, and we were cashing the hits. Strikeouts, though, you can see all over the place. He was better, and then he got worse. So I don't know what we're going to get out of Taj Bradley, to be frank. If we look at the other side, we have Ryan Feltner, and we can see his stuff. Yeah, we'll go to the stuff in a second. I saw the prop. I got excited. I was like, ooh, yes, Taj Bradley hits. But then we got to trust Rockies to get hits. I don't know if I love that now. I loved it, but now I don't know if I love it. Let's dig a little deeper, shall we? Taj, 8-11, 4.11 ERA against righties. Colorado is like so. You can see the numbers against Taj, no data, 0 for 3, 1 for 2 with a home run for Farmer. Not bad. Flop it over to Feltner versus Tampa. Feltner was 3 and 10. He wasn't good. 4.49. Tampa versus righties. Not a bunch of mid twos, nothing crazy. The ones that play are decent, you can tell. Against Feltner, not okay. No, I was excited, but now I'm not no more. All right, I'm no longer excited. Let's look at the props. We look at these. These don't look good. Only thing I would take would be Taj hits because of how he's done the last 10, but that requires him to give up 5 hits. Does he do that? I think I don't. Let's be safe. We gotta be safe. We gotta be cautious with our bankroll. We can't just be playing plays because we think it's good. No. The stats look good. I need to see if he's going to come back out in Cy Young fashion and then get tired and look like trash again. Because if he looks like this, yes. But if he looks like Cy Young, no. So we're going to pass next. Next up, we got Pittsburgh in Miami. And it is 110 for Pittsburgh. It's a pick 'em with an 8 total. Let's look at the pitchers. Who do we got? We got Haney going out there for Pitt. And we have Max Meyer going out there for Miami. Let's look a little closer, shall we? Meyer, 3 and 5, 5.68. Let's see. Pittsburgh against righties. Pretty good. They like them some righties. And I say pretty good as compared to their lefties. They're average. They're average here, which means they're not that good against lefties. That's all that tells me. So you can see Hayes is even good against righties. He's better against lefties. So Bart's better against lefties too. So Jack's only 175. Come on, guys. Come on, step it up. Over here, and that's the only stat we have against Max Meyer. So new. And then we pop swap size. Boop, boop. Haney 5 and 14 last year. My God, dude. 4.28. Miami versus lefties. It's not pretty. 111, 211, couple overs, obviously no at bats. 231. There's a 300 for Edwards because Xavier's just good against everybody. Watch, they'll end up trading him to the Yankees or something in midpoint. They'll do it because he's good enough for that. Yeah, just like they did Jazz. Just like Jazz. You can see all that there. Let's go to the props. Max Meyer gave up a lot of earned runs last year at the end of the last 10 games. Look at the last 10 games. Dude got cooked. He has not faced Pittsburgh, though. But this was Milwaukee, Atlanta, Cincy, San Diego, New York. Okay, these are Colorado got him for 8 runs. Come on. I mean, for 4. But, yeah, Washington got him. Come on. Come on. Did you get better? I don't know. Haney, strikeouts, earned runs. No, nothing standing out. There's no bad. You're probably wondering why we haven't done a hitter prop yet. We haven't found I'm only taking hitters that have good history and they're doing great in the season. We're 3 games in. I need my data before I can start really doing bats. Unless you're Tommy Edman, then I can take you every day. Just saying. So for this one, I think we got to go the other way. Let's go back here. I think we're going to trust him to give up 2 earned runs. So I don't think he's going to get any better. And Pittsburgh is at. No, it's at home. It's in Miami. That's right. So, yeah, it's already warm outside. So the ball might travel. The hot weather is in Miami. Everywhere else, because I'm in Tampa, and it's going to be 85 today. So it's probably like 88, 89 in Miami right now. So, yeah, let's go Meyer. Meyer over 1.5 earned runs allowed. We'll take that. I like that. I'm not going to trust Miami to win the game or Pittsburgh to win the game, but I'm going to trust Meyer to give up a couple earned runs. I can see him giving up 2 with the way he did here in the last 10 games. We'll take that. Next. All right, next we got Cleveland and Kansas City. It is down here. There it is. It is 112, essentially pick 'em again, with a 7.5 total. We hit the under on that game yesterday. It was beautiful. Let's go to the props to see what we have. We have Waka Waka versus BB. Yeah, let's see how that works. Now, this is his first start because he apparently really has a thing where he has to have Chipotle before every game, and it didn't work out for him last time. So Captain Food Poisoning over here is finally going to make his first official start. He got bumped back a couple days, but he still, if you've had food poisoning, you're going to be a little messed up for a few days, like a week afterwards. You're going to be weak and feeling, so you can already kind of slightly fade him a little bit just off of that. So Waka Waka, let's look at you. 13-8, 3.35, not bad. Let's see, against righties, this is how Cleveland did against righties last year. Let's see, 0.972, 2.38, 2.54. Jose's going to be out. Wrist, what was it, a wrist injury, I think I saw it was. So I saw a picture of him sitting there looking all sad. Like, what was that picture? I don't know. Yeah, so none of the numbers are really amazing. Waka, not bad. Good history. We got 286, 3-3. We got a home run for Bo. We got a home run for Thomas. Not enough for me to want to take like a hitter prop or anything. Jose's out, so that doesn't even count. With him being out, and I don't like the numbers, let's go back up and swap to the other side. Let's see. BB, 12 and 8, 347. Let's come back down and we can see KC. How did you do against righties? We got a bunch of mid twos. 3-3-6 for old Bobby Witt. Old Bobby. Yeah, Bobby Witt's gonna be a popular pick this year. I can tell you, I'm gonna take his HR a lot. Best believe. We can see Witt 308 with a home run and 13 at bats. See, that's good enough. Yes, it's below his season average of last year, but still, it's 308. That's pretty damn good. Vinny was 750 with 2 home runs and 8 at bats. Whoa, hold up, my guy. That is 6 for 8 with 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and a 2.3 OPS. We're gonna go take a look at his batting prop. We're gonna look at Bobby Witt too. Anybody else we want to look at? Massey, 286 with 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, and a 1.1. All right, this is a batter prop day. So let me come up here. Let me make sure I got this pictures. Where's my bats? Make sure all my bats are open. Oh, it's way over here. Let me drag it over. Make sure hit a refresh. I get the freshest lines on the bats. And then we come back down. We click on Cleveland, NKC, and then we want players. We want Vinny, and we want Bobby, and we want, who was the last guy? I literally forgot his name all of a sudden. Massey? Was it Massey? I don't know. Coffee ain't fully kicked in yet. So, yes, it was Massey. So, let's see what Massey has for us. Massey, right there. So, we got 3 dudes that have, obviously, Witt's amazing. Other 2 have a great history versus Tanner. Old Tanner. Let's see what they got. Only one is Mike Massey hits. I think we found a winner. Dude was, yeah, hits. Bam, over half, just to get a hit in the game. That's all he has to do. And he has great history versus this pitcher. I can scroll down. You can see his splits. You can see plate appearances, 2 hits, slugging. You see all of his numbers. You can see his pitch arsenal. You can see all this stuff. Outlier is amazing. It's so good. Week for free. Check it out. You can see all the hot, cold, the heat maps. Man, I love it. So, but for this, we're going with somebody with a great history. Now, do I want to take that, or I just want to take? Yeah, just take a hit. Not that is juicy juice, isn't it? Anything else on here? Everything else is kind of ooh. Bobby Witt, what have you been doing? Let's open Bobby Witt up. Let's open Vinny up. I really want to take Vinny if I had to pick. If I'm taking my pick, my choice, I'm taking Vinny. HR last 10. Dude's been kind of struggling, but start the season off, which is what? These 2 games. He started off with 2-1-3 with a 6 HRR and then a 0. But now he's a great matchup. And I know he's going to get the at-bats. I know he is. Bobby Witt. Bobby, what's your HR? Pretty good, always, obviously. He's hit 2 in both 2 games. I think I'm going Vinny. I made my decision. Massey's cool and all, but Vinny is, we're taking Pasquash here. Pasquantino over 1.5 HR. I love it. Next. All right, next up, we got Angels and White Sox, and we are sitting on 134 for the Angels. 8.5 is our total. Look over at our props. We got Davis Martin going out there for the Sox, and we got Jack K, because I can never say this man's name. I called him Jack K all last year because I can't. You could tell me, I'll hear it and be like, nope, can't say it. The words cannot form. It doesn't work. Martin was 0 for 5, 432 last year against righties. The Angels, some success, some not so much. You can see the numbers there. Against Martin history, 0 for 3, 1 for 4, 1 for 3, 2 for 4, no home runs. Nothing to talk about, really. We swap sides now. We go over to old Jackie boy, 2-6 with a 4 ERA. Sox versus righties. I mean, they're not bad against lefties last year. Now, we'll see if that's the same this year. But average, I would say, maybe below average a little bit. Nothing too great. There's nobody 2.5 is your best number on here. That's not good. Against Jack, history over 2. Let's see, Vaughn's 2 for 3, 2 for 6 with a home run. Nothing else on here. This game is kind of at a garbage, to be honest. Yeah, sorry, it just is. Look at that. There's nothing, no consistency here. There's no consistency here. We pop over to Davis. We don't have any hits consistency. Nothing. This game is a pass, but I wanted to make sure you saw everything. So there you go. Next. All right, next up, we are going to have Minnesota and St. Louis. And we can see currently, where is it? Right there. 125 with an 8 total. Let's go to the pitchers. We have Palante for St. Louis, and we have Odubel for Minnesota. Odubel made us a good bit of money last year. I do remember that. So let's look at that matchup. We'll start with Palante. 8-8 with a 3.78. Nah, pretty average. Not literally average. That's what you can say. Minnesota versus righties. Pretty good. They like some righties, and then you're going to have old Miranda's always over 300, 253, 235. Pretty good numbers. They do good against Palante. It's just 0 for 3, 0 for 3. It's all one game, so it was really hard to get a vibe for how good they are. Palante had a good game. They didn't. So now could that complete switch? Yes. So let's flop sides and see what we get. Now we want Odubel. 12-9, 3.98. St. Louis versus the righties. You can see how they've done last year. 2.92, 2.86, 2.74. Much, we got some bigger numbers. 2.61. Yeah, you can see all that. Against Odubel, 1-2. Not enough data to really know anything. So let's look at props. Anything standing out? Bailey, earned runs, no head-to-head, so I can't really do anything there. Strikeouts. He was a good one for strikeouts last year. If I pull up the Holes 24 for season, yeah, he averaged 6.1. He hit this number in 21 to 31 games, pretty good. 4.5. Now he only hit one in his first game last year, which is a little concerning. That concerns me, but he did finish up strong, didn't he? He did good. So I could see myself taking O'Bear 4.5. That might be a play. What about hits? No. Palante, what you got, buddy? Let's see. Strikeouts. Palante, 3.5. He ain't a strikeout dude. He just isn't. And then we got the hits allowed. We got the earned runs. I think I'm gonna take O'Bear. We're gonna take O'Bear with the strikeouts and the 4.5. This paid out nicely a bunch last year. It's an EV play. It should be 131. You can grab it for a 106. Pretty nice. If you're a fan dueler, which I am not, but they're all close. So we're gonna take O'Bear over 4.5 Ks. Works for me. Next up, we got Texas and Boston, and we can see it is 185 for Texas at home. 8.5 is our total. To the pitchers, we got DeGrom versus Richard Fitz. That's a new one, whoever that is. New to me. DeGrom, we'll open this up. Let's see. We'll start with Jacob. 0-0, 169. You can see he only pitched 10 innings last year, obviously. He was out recovering, but now he's back. Against righties, we see how Boston did last year. We got a bunch of mid to upper twos, obviously. Against DeGrom, history. Devers is 375, but nothing really to show for it. Story is 1 for 10, and that's all we have. That's all we have. You would think a dude pitching forever would have more, but no. Sorry, that's it. And we pop over to the other guy, which is Fitz versus Texas. Fitz 0-1, 174, only 20 innings pitched last year. No history with Fitz against righties. This is how Texas has done overall. You can see all the numbers. Nothing's really standing out. Let's look at the props. Let's go 2024, I guess. I mean, there's not going to be much data here. So strikeouts, 4.55. He's at 6.5. I don't trust that. Hits, that's pretty consistent. And that's it. Because I don't even know if I have props for Fitz. Do I? Oh, I do have props. Nice. His strikeouts, 3.5. He never got close. His hits, no. But no. I don't like this game. We have two pitchers who they have a combined 30 innings last year. That tells me nothing. So I'm passing. Next. Next up, we got Cubs and Diamondbacks, and we have Arizona 125 at home. 9 is our total. Looking over the pitchers, we got Eduardo Rodriguez and Matthew Boyd. So that was a lot of green bars. We'll come back to that. Rodriguez, 3-4 with a 5.04 ERA. We come down. Cubbies versus the lefties. This is how they did last year. Swanson, 3.18, 3.28, 3.02. That's looking promising. Against Eduardo, we went 1 for 4, 1 for 9 with a home run for Turner. So Turner got one. he missed the rest of them. And then Tucker, a $154 in 13 at bats, but at least he got him one too. So that ain't good though. That ain't good. So boom or bust potential here. We come up, we swap sides to Cubs and Diamondbacks. Boyd, 2-2, 2.72. We see how Arizona did against the lefties. 302, 342, 318, 319, 331, 284. They like lefties, I think. I think they like them. Against Boyd, you can see history. There's a lot of it, which is nice. We got a lot of data here. 1 for 10, 0 for 3, 1 for 10. Suarez and Rejek are not good. 143. Ooh, buddy. Yeah, they kind of struggle. They like lefties, but they don't like that lefty. So I don't know what to do here. I don't trust it. Now, Eduardo here, this was a play we took a lot last year. Was this man gives up a lot of hits. He just does. It's just something he do. This is his whole season. He gave up at least 4 hits in every single outing last year. And now you're facing the Cubbies, who we just saw like to face lefties a little bit. So I think this is the play. We'll look at the rest though. Strikeouts, earned runs. Now he just gives up hits. He does good sometimes at not allowing the runs. Like, see, zeros, twos. We're fine with 2. 2 is fine. In today's baseball, 2 is okay. But 5? No. No. See, I can't trust a side on this one. So I can see him giving up 5 hits though. He did that a lot. Is it a solid? He gave up 5.6 on average. It's 4.5. That's an extra 1.5 hits or 1.1 hits. What about Boyd? What you got? Strikeouts? You were pretty good on strikeouts last year. Earned runs, hits, earned runs. So we could take Boyd's strikeouts if you want, or you could take Eduardo hits allowed. I'm going to go with Eduardo hits personally. So I'm just going to call him Eduardo because make it easy for everybody. Eduardo over 4.5 hits allowed. I could feel great about taking Boyd's strikeouts too, because Boyd does pretty good. He averages 5.4 and a 4.5. Still good. Same stuff, but I'm taking the hits allowed next. All right, next up we got the Athletics and the Mariners, the Sacramento team. Yeah. 165 for Seattle. I'm gonna call them Sacramento a bunch. You should have moved the team. That's on. Hey, that's what you get. I will call you where you are. Just like the Thunder in the NBA were not called the Sonics, they were called the Oklahoma City. Yeah, so own it. You're there for 2 years. Might as well enjoy it. 9-3, 289. Let's see. How does the Athletics do against the righties? You can see the numbers there. Average, the only one, Rooker's 294. Everybody else is right around 250, which is not bad. That's actually pretty decent. And then against Woo overall, not the best. Not the best. Rooker's only 1 for 11, but he got a home run. He got a hold of one. Other than that, no other home runs, no other RBIs except for Brown. Not the best. So nothing we care about there. Let's flop over to Sears versus Seattle. Sears 11-13, 4.38. History against lefties for last year. Seattle, they were middle of the road. Nothing to write home about. Not bad, not good. Kind of just mid. Against Sears last career, 4.44 with a home run and 5 RBIs for Garver and 9 at bats with a 1.3, pretty good. Let's see. Rodriguez 136 and 22 at bats is pathetic. That's not good, my dude. You're supposed to be the star of the team. What are you doing? Moore 235, Crawford $167. Not good, guys. Not good at all. I don't like this. Nothing stands out so far. I have no lean at all. I could take the team in Sacramento if I wanted to. Strikeouts. Let's see. Woo, very up and down, very hit or miss, very striped pattern, if you will. Hits, you can see, very up and down. Head to head, this is 4 games last year with hits. So you can see sometimes good. They got him one time. Strikeout wise, he got better as the season went on. Strikeouts, so we could take 6 strikeouts. It is Oakland. They strike out a bunch. They were them, Boston. There's a couple other I can't remember, but yeah, they were always top of the list when it came to strikeouts. So we could take Woo here. Sears, let's look at Sears. All we have is strikeouts. That's it. And he went downhill. So I will. You know what? I'm gonna take Woo. I'm gonna take Woo over 5.5 Ks. I'm assuming the Athletics are going to continue to strike out as they did last year. So let's get Woo 6 strikeouts next. Last game, Sunday Night Baseball. This is the point where everybody tries to make all their money back from the loss they took in the middle of the day. So I got you, though. I got you. Braves and Padres. And it is 120 for San Diego with a over-under of 8. I know I took the over in Sunday Night Baseball a lot just because it's fun. You're watching it. But there's other things to watch tonight. When it's just baseball, you're watching this. So, but like tonight, I'm watching college basketball. That is number 1 on my screen. It's college basketball. Sorry. It's probably gonna be the only thing. I want full focus on the final on the Elite 8. So let's go over to props. See what we got. We got Nick Pivetta versus AJ Smith-Shawver. Let's see what that looks like. Pivetta was 6-12 last year with a 4.14 against the Bravos. You can see against righties. You can see how they done. A bunch of mid 2s. We don't have any 3s. No, Ozuna's only 297. So that's that. Against Pivetta history. 7-14 with a home run, 2.0 and 7 at bats. Well, okay, I shall be taking this man here. Can I just open his tab and just look at it? Yeah, we can just do that. Did it work like that? Oh yeah, it did. Beautiful. Oh, I just missed Ozuna completely. 316 with 5 home runs and 19 at bats. He's averaging a home run every 4. If he faces you in a game, he's going to hit home run off you. That's the average every 4 because you get about 4 at bats a game. So, okay, we can look at Ozuna. Okay, everybody else kind of sucks. Let's just keep it real. 235 at bats. Come on, guys. Oh, for Harris. Oh, for 238. Yeah. Okay. Let's get the other side. Let's get Smith Shawver. We have Diaz has actually history 1 for 3 with a home run. Good deal. Uh, San Diego loves them some righties. All right, so we have a couple high potential matchups for the Brave Bats versus the pitching for San Diego, but we got San Diego with everybody loving the righties. So I think I am going to take the over. I was joking about it, but and 8's my favorite total because once you get to 4-4, you win because you got to score 5. Somebody does. We're going over in this one, over 8. I love 7.5 overs. I love 8 overs. They're all great. So I'm taking the over in this one. Let's look at the props though, just to make sure I don't miss anything. Here's Pavetta. Here's his strikeouts, his hits, his earned runs. Nothing stands out probably. We'll look at these two dudes in a second, and then we got Smith Shawver is not going to have much data. Yeah, of course. Let's see. How did you do in your last? Let's go last 20 games so we can see. You were not good recently. That is not indicative of something I want to put my money on. Sorry, Orlando. Goodbye. And Ozuna is in a little bit slump too, isn't he? Yeah, Ozuna's a. What the hell is this? Oh, I was like, what is it? Why is it so hot? Plus 881, 5.5. What is this line? What are we doing? What are we doing? Go back down to 1.5. Come back to Earth. You could, that tells you a lot. They're offering that line. That should tell you something. They're offering it. So Ozuna might go deep. So that's another play I'm going to highlight for the members. Like, look at these two. So that's it. We're taking the over. We are done. We tried to speed run this bad boy. And I think we did good. I think we're at 30 minutes instead of 40 this time. Tomorrow is Monday. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 games on the slate. I'll be here tomorrow. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're playing. Go to the HQ if you want the plays typed out or access to the spreadsheet for all sports. Baseball will be up once we hit game 10. But other than that, I appreciate being here, and we'll see you tomorrow for some Monday baseball. Peace.